the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers.
We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trail Blazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Thanks for joining. Freaks checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And it's Bogdanovich in for Al-Farouq Aminu. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then it's Hollis Thompson. Then there's Okafor. Stolen away. And so here's Portland. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Portland. And the 76ers also making a change. Kufis checked in for Okafor. The 76ers trail by 8. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
McCollum dishes to Freak. No luck. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
Here's Thompson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Portland may have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Feeds to Thompson. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Screened by Grant. The 76ers again can't hit it. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Trying to find Kufis, gets it to him. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
and he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And Freak throws it down.
Boy, he's just jangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
He is guarded by McCollum. The dish to Koufos to the right side. Just 4 to shoot. All sorts of time. And Davis pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Davis with a screen on Grant. McCollum using his post move to get the 2 points. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Portland out in front. They're up by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Earlier, we had a chance to talk with Freak about the importance of his family and family support.
My family is my rock. I always have been.
Even though Freak is having success on the floor, as we see, it's almost entirely new group here for Portland. Freak's checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Tony Snell's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And McCollum subbed in for Bogdanovich. The 76ers also with a sub. Noel's checked in for Robert Covington. Freak in at center. Tony Snell is out there with Davis. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Bayless in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The feed now to Snell. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He ended with 17 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Picked by Okafor. Smith right side. Okafor with no one around. Here's Noel, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Smith with it, looking for his first basket still in this one. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
There's a good screen. Now Bayless. In the corner, Snell with it. Here's Davis. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half. Freaks checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Darrell Arthur. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Jared Bayless. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then there's Koufos. Then it's Hollis Thompson. The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
At the line for 2.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And both free throws good from Freak. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Thomas kicks to Freak. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Grant outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Freak. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's around 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Well, he realizes his role. I mean, rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else is a bonus.
That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Freak.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Good. Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
McCollum passes to Thomas. Freak sets a screen for Thomas. Over to the wing. Here's Freak. And he drops it in from the low post. Freak's got 6 in the quarter. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Screen by Grant. He kicks it to Koufos. The 10-footer. No good from Grant.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's McCollum. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he gets it to go. Noel's got 8. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. From 12 feet out. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 15 points for C.J. McCollum.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Two on the clock. Jump shot is good. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Portland out in front, leading by just 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Here's a look now for Portland. Freak comes in for Plumlee, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Bogdanovich. Freak, he's in at center. C.J. McCollum out there with Jared Bayless. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Arthur in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Trailblazers leading by 4. To the middle, there's Freak, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, a good game tonight for Freak. He has 12 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris. To the paint. Here is Keefe. He's guarded by McCollum. Smith dishes to Noel. Off the left rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
That's to Bayless. Just 5 on the clock. Off the pick. Offensive rebound. Arthur, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Keefe, and it's blocked. Here's Noel, and he takes that one up and powers it through. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's McCollum. Passes it to Aminu. Here's McCollum. Pass to Freak. 5 to shoot. Portland no good that time either.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
There's the pass to Keefe. To the paint, tipped away. It's stolen by Aminu. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
All right, I want everyone to give it up. Your Blazer Dancers.
.23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thompson inside the line, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender up.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Down low, Koufos kicks to Covington. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Nails the triple. And that one misses. And stolen by Koufos. Missed. And so it's Portland winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Mason Plumlee. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
There was no shortage of points in the paint for him tonight. He was doing his thing, using his big body to create space and make easy baskets for his teammates and himself inside. When he got his hands on it, he didn't mess around.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille